Good morning, welcome to Amsterdam day 2. So obviously we had a really busy day yesterday. If you haven't watched already, please go back and make sure you've checked out episode 1 where we did our travel day on the Eurostar and we then explored all of Amsterdam's, Amsterdam Square, and basically just had a little wander around and got a bit lost. This morning we are just heading out for some breakfast, going to get a coffee, then we're off to Anne Frank's house. Got quite a busy day today and a lot of steps to get in. We're going to go to the Albert Cuyp Market. Apologies if I pronounce that wrong because everyone seems to pronounce it differently. And we're going to go to Mr. Stack's for lunch though, which I'm mega excited about. Before heading over to Noord to go and see a really trendy area, very Shoreditch kind of vibes we hear, and add and look out this evening as long as the weather's good. So we want to be nice and clear. We never know, we might have a little go on the swing depending what the weather is like. So I hope you enjoy our day. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and enjoy our second day in Amsterdam. All the way back up to the room because I thought I'd left my glasses here and they were in my freaking bag the whole time. Let's try that again. We won't tell Adam either because he's currently waiting downstairs for me. It is such a beautiful day today. We are just walking along now. Decided to walk along the waterfront, although you can't really see much of the water. Try and find Strut, which is the bakery that we saw yesterday with the most amazing meringues. Adam's setting his freaking Apple Watch in the background now. He wants every step to count as an outdoor walk. I don't know what I'm going to have though. Very, very intrigued. I'll have one of everything, I think. So yesterday was bad enough with the cyclists. Today, because it's morning, I think also we missed it yesterday, it's even worse. It's like so busy. I definitely could not cycle it today. This is way too much. I love the buildings, they're just crap out. They all look like they're about to fall over. Breakfast, we've gone for a savoury ham and cheese croissant, obviously a Nutella croissant to try as well because they look banging. Adam's gone for the same coffee. Everything comes to €16, which I don't think is bad at all. So good. Breakfast, it was good. Yeah, I thought it was really nice. It's literally the only bakery we found that was open. Right up by Anne, it's like 2 canals over from Anne Frank's house, which we're heading to now. But the croissants are really lovely, and everything looks like she was making everything there as well, which is really cool. So I had a latte though. It didn't taste like a latte. It tasted very strong. Literally blew my head off. But I drank it anyway. Waste not, want not, and all that. But I'm looking forward to this now. Not in a, that sounds weird. It's quite a sad thing we're going to. But I'm very intrigued by this. Although yesterday when we came up here, I did take pictures of the wrong house, thinking it was Anne Frank's house. It was not. And then I saw the plaque on the house next door to the one I was taking photos of that said Anne Frank's house. I felt like a right twat. So I don't think you're allowed to take pictures in here. So we'll speak to you afterwards and tell you what we thought. You get a free audio guide included. This is cool. Basically, this building here, and then this actually is So we have just completed Anne Frank's museum and house. I have to say it was very, very interesting, and I'd highly recommend visiting. It's a lot bigger than we thought it was going to be, like the actual house itself. I wouldn't recommend it if you've got walking difficulties, because the stairs are really, really steep.
Yeah, really extreme.
Really extreme, but it was fascinating and very informative. There's loads of like the originals of Anne Frank's diaries in there. When you're actually walking through, you actually walk through the annex where they were in hiding. There's a lot of original stuff in there still to see, but you can't take any photos or videos, although people were, which was really frustrating. But it was I'm very glad we did it, and I would highly recommend if you're in Amsterdam to go and see it if you haven't done it before, or if you're coming over, make sure you add it to your list. It's really easy to book online, and they give you like a 15-minute slot for arrival, so it's staggered throughout. You get a free audio tour as well, which is really good. It comes in multiple languages. I think there was pretty much every language going in there, and you literally scan little numbers on the wall and it will tell you different things about each room that you're going through. So highly recommend on your Amsterdam to-do list. We are so lucky with the weather as well, because on Apple Weather it said it was going to be raining the entire time we were here, although we did have a little bit of snow and rain last night, but it was like 10 o'clock, so it didn't matter because we were already ready for bed after a very long day. So we're now going to head off to Albert Cuyp Market. We're a little bit early for our lunch reservation, which is at midday at Mr. Stack's, but I said if we have a little wander around we could walk past some of the beautiful museums. The buildings are absolutely stunning, and we'll just show you what Amsterdam is like today. I have no idea how to pronounce this, but we just got these amazing cookies because they look way too good in the window not to have when we walk past. We're going to split them though, aren't we, Adam?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Look, she's got through that whole pasta bake. She's going.
Oh no.
And it's so gooey. Can't cut it in half. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Cookies were awesome. Just a little snack. We did definitely get a white chocolate one as well, because who knows what one you want to eat the most. Adam, what was your favourite, white or milk?
White, I actually think.
Yeah, I think white was my favourite as well.
For me.
It's very, very nice. We're just having a nice little stroll along the canal now to burn off our cookies and head in.
Get more sweet stuff.
No, because Mr. Stack's, I don't know if anyone's seen it online, but I watched it on Top Jaws video. It was one of their recommended. It's a vegan friendly pancake place, and actually we were saying yesterday how amazing it is. All the bakeries, everything look like they are vegan, or majority are vegan. So there's lots of, if you are vegan, there's lots of opportunity out here as well, and everywhere really openly advertises any allergens, so like gluten-free, all that kind of stuff is all advertised in their window, so you can see before you even go in if there's going to be something suitable, which is really good. That building's so cool. Looks a bit like the Haunted Mansion at Disney. Are we crossing over? Okay, so we are now heading down here. There is a lot of construction going on in Amsterdam at the moment. So like we literally saw them yesterday rebuilding the side of a canal, which is cool. Obviously they're looking after the area, and it must be quite limited to what they can do because it is by the riverside everywhere. But even when you're walking past the buildings are stunning, but they really take care of the property. So all that we've seen today is people repainting their front doors and having work done inside, all that kind of stuff. So definitely people investing in their homes. I mean, we had a little look at an estate agent, and the average home here is 1.5 million in Amsterdam. I mean, I'd look after it if I'd paid that. She's getting paint by numbers, I think. I have to say, it's so relaxing here. Like nothing is, although the roads are chaotic, I think the actual city itself is so calm. Like when there's just no urgency for anything, but it doesn't matter. What is a trip to Amsterdam without a visit to the Heineken brewery, if that's your thing? We are not going in there today because we're going to the market, but a friend of mine went here and said that they came out rather merry because you get samples and stuff. It's quite an interesting place to go. So if you're a beer fanatic, make sure you check it out. Hello, Adam.
Hello.
We are in Albert Cuyp Market now. These little cars, by the way, are everywhere. They're so cool. And this is like one of the largest outdoor markets in Europe. It goes on and on and on. The food stalls look insane though. There's a cannoli stall on Iron Up and a stroopwafel stand, but I don't know if it's the OG one, so we're gonna walk all the way up then walk all the way back down because Mr. Stacks is the other end of this market, and we'll see what we pick up along the way. So we've had a little wander up, checked out all the food spots. We are literally going for food in a minute, so we are not going to buy any of the gyros today, although they looked amazing. And there's a bayo bun stand that did like barbecue pulled pork and stuff, which is our favourite. But we resisted temptation, and we are going to go to the cannoli place though, because they had like the most random flavours ever, and I'm up for trying that. And I'm going to have to get a stroopwafel, and maybe we want to share because they are huge anyway before we go in there. We've got a little while yet until Mr. Stacks for lunch. I don't know what they're called them. Oh, look at that caramel. We are sharing a stroopwafel. These are €3 and he's literally just poured loads and loads of caramel inside them. They are really good and they're warm, not too hot, but definitely recommended. This is where we got it from. We've just been to the cannoli guy and got a box of 6 for €11.40, and we got 6 different flavours. I took pictures because I couldn't remember what I was pointing at and ordering it originally, so I can't wait to try them later. We're not going to eat them now because we're just heading on our way to Mr. Stacks, and after having a stroopwafel unexpectedly and a cookie earlier, I don't want to be too full when I get there. So let's go and see if Mr. Stacks lives up to the hype. I swear we're not here to eat on this trip. However, look at this freaking place that we've just found.
It just...
Now I've got to decide what we are going to eat. They look so good, all of them. Look at that.
It's mental, isn't it?
That is insane. Look how gorgeous these are. So we've just wandering back from Mr. Stack's and walk past the tulip market again. So we stopped off to get our tulips ready to take home with us, and Adam's Christmas decoration. He found one yesterday he really liked, so we're just going to buy it now. We were just debating whether to do a canal trip, because everyone says that seeing Amsterdam by water is amazing, but we're heading over to North today, so we may do it either tomorrow, or depending on how long we're over at North for, we might do it on the way back in the evening, because they do night tours as well. So we'll see which is best at the two, and what fits in with what we've got planned so far. But Mr. Stack's, I'll give you a review on shortly when Adam's finished buying, and we've got our little Christmas decoration. Adam with his tulips. We're now heading down here further. So if you're at the tulip market, have tulips on your right, shops to your left. There's a lovely Christmas shop down here that we see yesterday, so we're going to go and get, there's some like ceramic clogs that are really cute. We're going to go and get them. That'd be all right. Christmas palace.
You don't think the red. You think these.
I personally prefer them ones.
Yeah. They're just not
cute.
as Christmassy, but they're...
Why don't you get both, just in case?
Well, there. They still look alright on the tree, wouldn't they?
I like them.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you can have this one from 2021. It's 2023. This is the Nutcracker of Nightmares. These are really cool though, these ones. And the last. Side streets are so pretty. The buildings. This must be a good one. Wherever there's a queue. Oh, they look well good. And the little tiny ones there. Look.
Yes.
I'm actually going to go into Ritual's home, because this shop looks huge and it's one of our favourites. Oh my god. Oh wow, they're lovely.
They're the ones you fill out.
I want one of
They're
them.
quite expensive.
And the Buddhas are really cool. This is all lovely, yeah. These are great value for money. Yeah, just topping up your Rita views with. So Adam forgot to bring sunglasses, so we've come to Primark to get sunglasses. They're like €2, or these ones are €5 that I like most. But look at these cool mugs. It's ran the wrong way because of the camera. But these are literally €3,
okay.
And they also do an Amsterdam hoodie as well, back over there. But I just want to show you one because I thought that was really good for £3. Great souvenir or a gift for someone. This is the Amsterdam hoodie. Bargain, €15. Adam's got his glasses. Now we can continue. So we are now heading behind Amsterdam Central to where the ferries are, which take you over to Noord. They're complimentary, so we are, sound like I'm in Disney, complimentary, they're free. So we're going to go over there because it's a really, really lovely day today again. We've been so lucky with the weather, so we want to make the most of it. And there's a lookout point over there called Adam Lookout. And there's a bar and restaurant and some swings. Welcome aboard. We have just got on a ferry and we're just hoping that it goes where we want to go because we didn't read any signs and we just walked on it. So who knows, we're going on a little adventure now. Hopefully we're going straight ahead because that is exactly where we want to be, and I can see the swings from here. They're a little bit high. That's where we're hoping we're going, hopefully. So we are over in Noord. See the ferry, that's the Grand Central Station, and then the ferry terminal was just like back there. Luckily we got on the right one. So this is Adam Lookout. There's actually a hotel here called Sir Adam, and the swings are at the very top of the lookout tower, which is very scary. However, Adam assures me that this is nowhere near as bad as the horrific ride we went on at the Christmas fair that I thought was going to topple over. I really like these frames, they're really cool. They're really funky. Lots of cool artwork in there. 25 euros, or is that 2,500? I'm guessing that's...
14.99.
Oh, what's that 2,500 up there then?
It's in the wall. That's just really cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I really like them. Thrill Seeker. So the lovely Joe, who we bumped into at the Eurostar station, made a recommendation. Oh my God, it's so far. We decided to walk it. It's been half an hour. It's quite cool though, walking through Nord and seeing what the locals live like. It's a lot more, well, it's a lot less touristy, but we're now walking through an industrial estate. So I don't know if Joe's winding me up or if this is going to be a really funky hidden gem. Let's find out. If you don't hear from me, send help. I'll send my location. Yes, that is a sauna there.
I see tables.
People! Okay, Joe, take it back. I mean, I'd even drive that little car now, my legs hurt so much. Cool though. Can you get in it? So this is Joe's recommendation. We are a little bit early, really early. So we're going to see what this is over here called the Hangar. But the view's amazing. This is all Amsterdam. Nice outdoor seating areas. So yeah, this is what we were recommended. However, it's not open just yet. So we're going to go into the Hangar, which is open, and hopefully get a drink and rest our weary legs before we walk back to Adam Lookout, because we decided we wanted to go up while the sun was setting and make it a bit more nice and romantic, all that kind of stuff. So we'll see what this is like.
Thank you.
It's a really cool bar and restaurant. Got a menu here as well. So I ordered bitterballen. These are meant to be a Danish snack. This is like mustard that they come with. I'm really bad with hot food and this feels really hot.
They ran to there like lava.
Holy shit, that mustard is like fire. I think I've just lost all the hairs in my nose. Maybe less mustard. They taste nice though. My eyes are actually watering. Try it. They taste good. Not that much mustard. Mustard's strong, isn't it?
Yeah.
This should come with a disclaimer like, use mustard sparingly. They taste good though, but they are hot. That was a great little find, wasn't it, Ad?
It was good. Nice place.
Very nice, and on the waterfront, and if it was a really sunny day, definitely say come down here. That's Adam putting the maps in so we don't get lost on the way back. The hotel, whatever it's called, I put the name up of what we were recommended by Joe. It doesn't open till 6 and we were too eager. So we're now going to start heading back to Adam Lookout because we really want to do that for sunset. And as you can see, the sun is starting to diminished for the day, but highly recommend it if it's over here. However, look at how you get here, because there must be a quicker way than the...
No, it's definitely not. 32-minute walk.
There's
back.
a 32-minute walk. However, it's 8 minutes in a taxi, so do a taxi. We're going to walk it there because we want to get our steps in. But I'll put up the other restaurant, but this is called Hangar. So we had 2 beers and the veal bitterballen, I forgot what they were called then, and that comes to €17, so quite reasonable as well. Really nice staff. It looks like it's somewhere to come in the evening as well, because it all looks really romantic and on the waterfront. It looks like there's another ferry as well that comes from just over there. So Amsterdam Central Station's down there, so I'm not sure what that is, but what does that say there? Hang on, I'm going to try and zoom in. Whatever that is where the ferry's just come from. This way. This is amazing. We're going to head outside first before we eat. Oh, this is cool. And like maps of everything that's over here as well. So we are up at Adam Lookout right now. There's Adam. I'm going to share some funny pictures as well, because everything's got I am Adam on it. So Adam has pictures with all of them, because you can never seem to get an Adam, it's always run out. But I did chicken out this week, because 1, it's freezing cold, 2, it's really freaking high, and 3, you can't control it yourself. And I don't know, it's just something about a lap bar holding me in while I'm hanging over an edge that is not for me.
Out, basically.
I did whip out. But the views are amazing. There's loads of like higher pods up there as well, so you can literally stand on these platforms, sit on the railings and look over the edge. That's really cool. There is a bar up there as well, so we're going to head back up there after we've eaten. But we went for the package that was entrance plus food, so you got given these 2 little tokens. So one's for drink, one's for food. It's like just a burger, or I think there's like a
burger, fish and chips, something else, yeah.
Yeah, so just fast food, but we're not bothered. There is a 2-course option you can do as well, a bit fancier menu. But after last night's really fancy meal, we just weren't in the mood for it. All we've done is eat today, so we're now just going to have that. The squeaking you can hear behind me is this virtual roller coaster you can jump here as well. But yeah, it's been really good. I feel like the views are amazing. We're just hoping to watch the sunset now and see how it changes this evening. This is the menu you can use a token with. So you can literally have a beef burger or a vegetarian burger, and then just extra snacks there, and then your drinks menu. There's quite a lot of drinks you can have on it. Not that ferry, that's the ferry we come on. That's the ferry next to it. See that ferry? All the way over there. That is where we walked earlier. So this is what is included in the deal. This isn't, we paid for this. But burgers and chips, and I'm guessing, is that the hellish mustard again?
It's just mustard, that's just mayo.
Yeah, better just be mayonnaise. I can't bear to have my head blown off again. And then we got some drinks, not all these, this is just because they're slow at tidying up. But the food looks great, and the view's very nice as well.
Thus the name Amsterdam, meaning dike of the river Amstel.
So the sun has started, well, it's almost gone down now, so we've just come back up to show you all what it looks like at night. It looks so cool. And what a better view of Amsterdam than up here. Just saying, for 16 quid, this is such good value for money. I mean, we've been up here now 2 hours,
Yeah.
and had some food. There's obviously lots of beverage places up here as well. There's some really cool Instagrammable stuff, including like the horse and the I am Adam sign, which Adam has now claimed as his, so please send us royalties. But even the swig, if you're feeling broke, I mean, literally that's like my stomach, I've just been watching them now. Yeah, that's really cool. If you can never find Adam, look for the Christmas decorations. That is tacky as fuck.
They're awful. I'm afraid. Where my clocks?
Nope. Get out. Everybody on. You also need to look out for bikes on boats.
And mini cars.
Oh yeah, and mini cars. If you're watching Citroen, I'd buy one of the mini cars in the UK. So pretty at night. I don't think we appreciated it last night because it was chucking it down and raining and snowing and all that kind of stuff.
Cities are though, aren't they? No.
Yeah, very pretty. Lovers. So we got these at the market earlier, and I can't remember what any of them are. So I think that's pistachio, maybe.
Yeah, one was ricotta, one was salted caramel.
Wasn't one amaretto?
One was amaretto. Don't remember the rest.
I did take pictures, so I will put the pictures up and show you what we got. But as an after dinner treat, we're going to have some. So very excited. I lied. This is cognac, apparently. Let's give this a go. It tastes like amaretto. So we've come out for a little stroll because we don't really know what we want to do this evening. And there's a very old little courtyard, like one of the oldest courtyards in Amsterdam, that apparently is this way. So we're going to see if it's open still at this time of night. If not, we're going to come back in the morning, because I feel like we need an extra night here, because there's so much that we're trying to do, and we have done loads, but there's still so much to see. There's a much more of an atmosphere this evening. There's actually people around. It was so quiet last night. We literally thought there'd been like a zombie apocalypse, because there was no one, just us, just roaming the streets until we got to the red light district. So we're just past the palace, which I showed earlier, and behind me is the department store. But hopefully this is open, because it looks really pretty on what we've seen in videos and stuff already. So fingers crossed. This is really pretty around here. Like Mary Poppins lanterns, but like modern ones. I think it's in there.
In that bit.
Yeah, look, Bergenhof. Oh man. That is where we need to go, but at least now we know where it is for tomorrow. Annoying. Yay! This hotel smells amazing. That is the best feeling in the world. So this is actually morning the following day, because we were so tired last night. We came in, put the telly on, watched Friends and fell asleep. But it was such a good day. I think we saw so much of Amsterdam and everything it had to offer. I'm really pleased we went over to Noord as well. And I'd highly recommend still doing Anne Frank's. I think that was so thought-provoking and interesting to see. So definitely make sure you add it to your list. But we've got one more day. So if you have enjoyed today's episode, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, because we've got more adventures coming this year as well. And another episode, which will be our final day in Amsterdam. But thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all tomorrow.